Alright guys, it's been a while since I've done one of these videos where I go over a college degree, go over a spreadsheet on which classes will transfer in from ACE credit platforms, and how you can hack a degree. It's actually been probably at least a couple months, maybe a few months since I've done one of these videos. So I'll basically go over the new WGU Computer Science degree. I mean, it's basically the same degree. They have changed a little bit of it. I think they've changed probably about 6 to 7 classes, and it is now a little more AI oriented. So the reason I think they are doing this is because the big AI boom, and also they are coming out with an AI master's degree coming out in March or April, which you can click. Actually, I've heard that might come out as quick as February, but I would still plan March, April, and it's still not guaranteed. But it could come out, pretty soon here in the next 3.5 months. This new computer science degree, I think, will help prepare students better for that AI master's degree. Because in that computer science bachelor's, you only had one singular artificial intelligence class. And now in this degree, you'll have a lot more. And you'll have a standard machine learning class, which is definitely something you need. So this degree will now prepare you better for the artificial intelligence master's degree, which I plan on taking myself. And like I said, I will recreate a WGU Facebook group for that when it comes time. And we can all do that degree together and have fun with it and all support each other. Because a new degree at WGU can be pretty hard because there's no help. What makes WGU so great is you have such a big support network. But when it comes to a new degree, nobody knows what to do yet. There's no tips, there's no nothing. So if we can all take it together, give each other support, give each other tips as we go on, it'll be a lot less scary if we make a Facebook group right away and take it all together. So I look forward to that, and I will probably be taking this degree the moment it comes out in all likelihood. So I haven't decided for sure, but in all likelihood, I probably will. So I will get into this degree in a second. At first, I will go over the differences, okay? I will go over the differences from the first degree. And then once I go over the differences and explain those classes and where to do those classes, then I will go over the entire degree just like I always have and how you can hack it. So let's get into the spreadsheet right now, and I will show you guys the differences from the former computer science degree and basically what's new about the degree, and also how you can hack this degree and try to graduate this in 6 months. It'll be a little harder now, but it's still possible. So let's get into the spreadsheet right now. Here we are in my first spreadsheet for a long time, and I will show you the key differences in this. So what they did was they actually got rid of 3 general education classes and they added more computer science classes. So the degree has become harder, unfortunately. So they did get rid of they got rid of humanities, and they got rid of a couple other general education classes that I don't remember off the top of my head. I will tell you what they added. I will start out that you now need 43 credits at WGU when this used to be 32. So the degree has become less hackable, unfortunately. Maybe WGU didn't like people graduating in 6 months, and they've tried to make it so you have to do it 2 terms. Now, I'm still advertising this as 6 months because it's still possible. Now, you need a lot of time on your hands, is the thing. A lot of time, try to find all the advice and tips you can get, all the cheat codes you can get. You can still do this degree in 6 months. And you can definitely 100% do it in 2 terms if you hustle. But 1 term is still possible. But now to do it in 1 term, I always said that the certification part is optional, and I would advise to skip it most of the time. But now, to really hammer this out in 6 months, I no longer really think these are optional. So if you really do want to do this degree in 6 months, I really would do the certifications now instead of skipping them. So, and what I mean by 6 months is actually 1 6-month WGU term. The degree is going to take you a lot longer because you're doing all these ACE credits and you're doing the certifications. And all of these combined are probably going to take you, I would imagine, all of this combined, I would imagine probably it could take about 6 months, to be honest with you, unless you're going at like a really lightning speed. So overall, the degree probably take you up to a year for basically all the classes before WGU and the 6 months at WGU. So still, a computer science degree in 1 year would be spectacular. And even if you took 2 terms at WGU, getting a full-fledged bachelor degree in computer science with 6-figure job prospects in 18 months would still be extremely amazing. So I got my computer science degree in 1 year at Thomas Edison State University, and I also spent time at WGU as well. So we're going to go over this degree and what is new. So now, this class is new right here, Introduction to AI for Computer Scientists. But you still can get rid of it with the same exact class as Introduction to AI that was the previous course. So you can still take Computer Science 311 at study.com and get rid of this class. This was previously called Introduction to Artificial Intelligence. So it's probably a very similar class, but a little different. It is a new course. I think this one, I'll have to double check actually. I think this one is still in the degree. I just updated the spreadsheet recently, and it is available for download at majormash.com, which I will put in the pinned comment and the description. And you also get 30% off your first 3 months at study.com if you use this link. So use that before it expires. 30% off study.com for 3 straight months, which is a pretty amazing deal. That actually saves you, I think, probably very close to $300. Actually, maybe more than that. So we're going to get into other classes right here. And this is not a new class, Java Fundamentals, but there is something new about this, where now you can satisfy this from Sophia with Introduction to Java Programming. When before, you can only satisfy this with this Oracle Certified Associate Java SE 8. So now it's a little different, and you can satisfy it with the Sophia course. So it's pretty cool that they added that in. So I do recommend these 2 courses there. Web Development Foundations you can only do at Sophia as Introduction to Web Development. So what else is new in this degree? Most of it is in the this section where you can only do the courses at WGU. There's no way you can transfer them in. So Introduction to Computer Science is a new class, and this gets rid of Introduction to IT, which makes sense. You know, why would you have Introduction to IT in a computer science degree when you could have Introduction to Computer Science? Practical applications of prompt, that's pretty cool. I've talked about prompt engineering on my channel before. I'd like to talk more and more and more about prompt engineering. So this might get into ChatGPT or, you know, whatever AI that they decide to use, and it goes over prompt engineering. Prompt engineering is when you feed an artificial intelligence like, hey, write me this business plan, like anything basically. Write me this business plan, and here's more details about it. You know, a prompt could be 1 sentence or it could be 5 paragraphs. You can write a really, really big detailed prompt. And mastering prompt engineering is a big, big skill. So operating system for computer scientists is a new course that they've replaced the old operating systems course with. And thank goodness, because the previous operating systems course was terrible. So now they have updated it. I'm assuming it'll probably be a lot less harder, so a lot less confusing. So I'm really grateful that they updated this for you guys. This is actually a good thing. Software engineering, this course, I take this back. You can actually do this at study.com, but I've always recommended that you just do it at WGU because it's like a 4-day course or less. It's just a quick writing assignment. It's really easy. So if you did want to take it at study.com though, this would knock down to 39 credits. So version control, very easy 1-credit course. Backend programming is pretty challenging. But let's go over the new courses. Like I said, you have artificial intelligence optimization for computer scientists, and that is a new course. That sounds pretty fun. That sounds like it'll prepare you for the AI master's degree. Advanced AI and machine learning. So this is another very awesome course, it looks like, where it's going to teach you advanced AI, and it's probably going to teach you the beginning level machine learning. And this is something that the WGU Computer Science degree has been missing, because if you want to do a machine learning master's or an artificial intelligence master's, you need to have at least an introduction to machine learning class, which this degree did not have before. So now you'll have this course, so it'll better prepare you for like an AI master's or a machine learning master's. So very awesome that they have that. Like I said, this degree has been redesigned to have a lot of artificial intelligence stuff in it. Advanced AI and Machine Learning, Artificial Intelligence Optimization for Computer Scientists. I believe this course is new as well. Introduction to System Thinking and Applications. Probably a bit of a filler class with a writing assignment, I would assume. They also changed the capstone. I will update this later. The capstone, it'll be a team project. So I will update that a little later on. But overall, I believe that is everything that's new in the course, to my knowledge here. Basically, they added like a few artificial intelligence classes, practical applications of prompt, advanced AI and machine learning, artificial intelligence optimization, and they added some stuff like introduction to system thinking, introduction to computer science, which they just, instead of introduction to IT, they changed it to introduction to computer science, and they made it so you can't hack this course, unfortunately. Because the intro to IT one, you can use a study.com class to transfer it in, and now you can no longer do that, so they made the degree slightly less hackable right there. Like I said, it's cool that you can get rid of Java fundamentals now with a Sophia course. And they did add Introduction to AI for Computer Scientists, which is just a different version of Introduction to Artificial Intelligence from before. So quite a few new classes. One thing they also got rid of, guys, was advanced data. So there was 3 data classes on this degree, and now there's only 2 data classes. There's data foundations and there's data applications. There was advanced data, and they got rid of it. I don't really agree with that. I think data is pretty important for whatever job you work. So I thought advanced data was a pretty good class. I think they probably should have kept advanced data. Like, they could have got rid of this class, Business of IT Applications, or what other class could they gotten rid of? I don't know. They could have got rid of some other course here that would have been a better path. But let's go over the whole degree now. Okay, let's go over the entire degree. You have communications. You can do that at study.com. Very easy 2-3 day course. This is also an easy 2-day course, American Government, Biology 101 Lab. This one might take you a week. Health will take you 2-3 days at the most as well. And this is if you have time, guys. I'm talking like you got 6 hours a day to really hammer these out. Quiz. Skim the reading. Take the practice test before you take the final. You can hammer all these study.com courses out in a few days each. Database fundamentals. Once again, that's like a 3-4 day course. 3-4 days. Introduction to programming would probably take you a solid week. There's a lot. Like, if you've never learned programming in your life, like, this is you want to digest the information here, and there's a lot to take in. Discrete Math 1 you can take at study.com. It's the only place you can take Discrete Math 1, and I highly recommend that you do. So this course is probably the hardest course I did take at study.com. This one and computer architecture. So this course is very difficult. I would recommend doing all the practice tests, trying to digest the material, watch the flash videos, do flashcards. Like, if you're going to do flashcards for any course, do it for this one. And this course might take you a solid 2 weeks at study.com. But I would much prefer to do it on study.com than at WGU. You got database programming. If I remember correctly, there's a small project in that one that's not too difficult. Data structures and algorithms. You definitely want to take this on study.com. It's one of the harder courses on study.com, but it's definitely highly passable. I would assume this course is only going to take you, both of these shouldn't take you more than 5 to 6 days each, I would think. Here's another course that you should fly by, Introduction to Cybersecurity, 3-4 day course. Computer architecture. This class is really, really hard on study.com. So if you can't pass it on study.com, I would just take it at WGU. It's also hard on WGU. So just give it like a couple weeks on study.com and see if you can pass it. But if you can't pass the project, just do it at WGU. So Computer Science 311, Artificial Intelligence, I would take that at study. Saves you a class. This class is very easy too, Principles of Management. English Composition 1, Straighter Line, Business Stats, Straighter Line dumbed down their English class. You can take this on study as well. You can also take it on Sophia, I think. So this class has been kind of dumbed down on Straighter Line to have less writing assignments now. So it's still, You can pass this in probably a week. So pretty good there. Business stats will knock out applied probability and statistics. And then you have calculus, which I do recommend on Straighterline. It's the one course that I definitely do recommend on Straighterline because you can use a calculator there. And if you pass 100% all the open book, keyword open book, if you pass 100% open book all the little quizzes and exams, and you get 3 tries each for those, then you only need you can flunk the final 0%. So Straighterline's grading system, if you get 100% on those exams that are open book, then you need 0% on the proctored final. So I recommend calculus at Straighterline, but you can take this course on any of the 3 ACE credit platforms. And then Sophia, I do recommend these 2 courses there. And then you get to the certifications. So if you do Oracle, the Java SE8 will knock out scripting and programming applications, which is a really tough course at WGU, which is actually a C++ course at WGU, if I remember. And then you got the Java Programmer, Professional Java Programmer, SE8 here. And this would knock out 2 courses. This exam would knock out 2 courses, which is Java Frameworks and Advanced Java. So if you take this course here, Java Fundamentals, Introduction to Java Programming, it should slightly prepare you for this, although it's definitely not going to be enough. You're going to need to find some kind of course where you can take this, and study for it, like Udemy or something else. It's going to be a very hard course at Oracle, but I do think it is worth taking so you can avoid these 2 classes at WGU. If you actually watch my top 20 hardest courses video, Advanced Java is my number 2. I believe it was my number 2 hardest course at WGU. It is the hardest project at WGU of any project course. So very difficult. So I would highly recommend trying to study for this exam. It is a little expensive. I don't remember exactly the pricing, but I would recommend do it. Whereas before, when the degree was more hackable, I would actually recommend skipping this part and just do these courses at WGU. But since WGU has made the degree slightly less hackable, and you need 43 credits in 1 term, I would actually recommend studying for this and take it before you enroll for WGU. So, and this one, Business of IT Applications, and you take this course right here, and then you have your CompTIA Linux Plus. So here are all your certifications that would knock out these courses at WGU. And these courses right here, basically, these courses are required to do at WGU minus software engineering. You can take this course at Study if you want. It's just a quick course, so I'd rather just do it at WGU. Ethics and Technology, I've taken this class personally. You can study all day for this class and pass it in the same day. It's probably the easiest course in the degree. Introduction to Computer Science, it's a brand new course. I'm assuming it won't be that hard, but you never know. This course sounds pretty fun. We don't know the difficulty of it, but it sounds pretty fun, and I doubt it's going to be difficult. And I would definitely think this is going to be like a writing assignment in all likelihood. It's probably going to be like a 2-part writing assignment. Operating Systems for Computer Scientists. It's basically an operating systems class that has been redone. The old operating systems class was very hard. Software Engineering, quick, very fast course. Version Control is a very fast 1-credit course, very easy. Backend Programming. So backend programming is going to teach you exactly how it sounds, backend programming, okay? There's front-end development, and then there's also the backend stuff, which is how it all works. I believe this class was number 9 in my top 20 WGU hardest courses. Once again, if you go watch that video. So this course is difficult, and there's no way to transfer it in. Just follow the steps, go to Reddit, and find some tips for this course, and it will guide you a little bit better. But this is a hard course. You'll learn everything on the back end, how it all works, how to put it together, how to make everything functional. Software design and quality assurance, introduction to system thinking. Neither of these courses are too hard. Well, this one's new, but I'm assuming it's like the other introduction to system thinking, which is in some of the other degrees. And then these classes will be brand new, so I can't really comment on them. Basically, you're finally going to learn advanced artificial intelligence and intro to machine learning, which is awesome. I think WGU has definitely needed this degree, and it definitely makes their computer science degree even more legitimate. So pretty awesome that they have that. And then they have artificial intelligence optimization. I don't know what the difficulty of these courses will be, but they are very, very useful courses that will teach you a lot about artificial intelligence. AI is big right now. AI is booming, and AI is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Also, if you want to become a software engineer, right, which I'm sure most of you will become, software engineer is the most common job for a computer science degree. Maybe some of you will become like AI engineers or, data engineers or, machine learning. Like there's so many fields you can work in. A lot of you might become product managers, which I'll have a video on product management at some point as well. So a lot of different career paths, but most of you will likely become software engineers. And the thing is, these AI classes will still help you because I think as a software engineer, AI is going to become more and more beneficial. You'll probably see software engineers, like being a software engineer is not like you're writing code all day, to be honest with you. You're definitely not writing code from scratch either. You're usually building on top of something. So artificial intelligence, it might become common where people are using prompt engineering to build code. That actually might become common in companies where they're actually using an AI to build code. So even as a software engineer, this is still extremely useful. So once again, AI is not going to get rid of software engineers. If anything, the software engineers are going to use AI to write quicker code, possibly better code, and just overall write it for them. You'll have to get good at prompt engineering, and I think if you get good at prompt engineering, it'll help you become an even better software engineer. So I think knowing AI, knowing prompt engineering is going to be very beneficial as a software engineer. So we're going to get into discrete math 2. I think this was my number one hardest course at WGU, the entire school. So this course is very difficult. It depends. Math is always subjective. There are people that pass this course in 4 days and think it was one of the easiest courses. Most people think this is one of the hardest courses at WGU. They've tried to pass it for like a month straight. Third try, can't seem to pass it, right? So this course, very difficult. If you watch my old computer science video, I do have a discrete math 2 playlist from Trev Tutor. You can also type that into YouTube, Trev Tutor discrete math playlist, and watch the whole thing. And that does cover some of the discrete math 2, stuff, because the course material at WGU is not really enough to pass this course. You want to use some outside materials as well. So very difficult course. Study a lot. Basically know discrete math like the back of your head. Just try to understand how it all works. Trust me, it's just a time investment. It's not about IQ. It's not about intelligence, guys. It's just time investment and having the patience to understand it. Because sometimes we don't have the patience. We're like, oh, this looks difficult. Oh, I don't understand anything that just happened there. And then we don't want to try to understand it. So get past the frustration, get past that frustration period, sit back down, and just try to understand it. Okay? It's a time investment. It's not an intelligence thing. And then you got data structures and algorithm 2, which is a pretty tough project. So that is your computer science degree. You now need 43 credits at WGU, making it a little tougher in 6 months, but it's still possible in 6 months. If you transfer all of these in, like don't skip any of them, because now that it's 43 instead of 32, I would recommend doing everything and not skipping anything, including the certifications. So you're going to have to pass the very difficult Oracle exam. Now, if you're fine doing 2 terms at WGU, I would skip the certification stuff. Maybe do this one, but overall, I would skip the certification stuff and just do all the ACE credit courses. Don't skip any of these. I'd make sure you do all of the ACE credit courses, transfer those in, and basically you'll have to do all of these in 2 terms at WGU, so 1 year. Like, let's say you skip the certifications, right? All of this you can probably do in 3 months, maybe 4 at the most. And then you do 2 terms at WGU, So overall, you'd be looking at like 16 months to have a bachelor degree, which is not bad at all. 16-month computer science degree. But if you really do want to do one term, you're probably looking at 3 months, 3 months. And this is if you have like a lot of time on your hands to study. And then 6 months here, so that would put you at 12 months. But specifically the time at WGU would be 6 months. You want to try to hammer all of this out in 6 months. And you'd have your computer science degree technically starting college in 6 months, which is pretty amazing. So once again, 30% off study.com up here, and you can get these courses all done. Check out my website, majormash.com. I have a degree and video for almost every single WGU degree, I believe. And if you see any other degrees coming out, let me know, and I will try to make a video on it and try to put a hackable spreadsheet for it. This spreadsheet is available for download at majormash.com. We have the video for today, guys. I apologize. I did not know this was going on 25 minutes. I thought we were still at like the 19 minute mark, which is where I try to keep my videos around that mark, anywhere from 16 to 20 minutes. So I apologize. But I hope I gave you some valuable information. And if I helped you at all, please like, subscribe, and comment. Anytime you do that, it sends out the video to more people. So you like, you comment, or subscribe, any of those 3 actions, and it will send the video to more people on their homepage that have never seen me, and I can help more people. So once again, guys, thank you for watching. It means the world to me. It's been a while since I did one of these spreadsheet videos, and it was fun. These are my favorite kind of videos to do, and it was fun to do. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful night.